Welcome everyone to part 2 of our Ultraman Day special. This special we are talking about Chapter 2, The Divergence, from Ultra Galaxy Fight the Absolute Conspiracy.
Oh yeah.
And before we get into it, I just want to promptly apologize if this audio doesn't sound as clean and crisp as the first part did. Mainly because we are recording this on a separate day, and it is just raining outside nonstop. Like, no matter where I go in my house, you can hear the rain. But the show must go on.
Yep.
But I just wanted to apologize for something that is out of my control.
Damn you, Mother Nature.
Damn you, nature! But then again, what would you rather hear? Would you rather hear the rain or lasers going off during the Ultimate War?
Lasers.
Yeah, so Chapter 2 begins tens of thousands of years ago with Alien Emperor led an army of aliens to the Land of Light.
Starting the Ultimate Wars.
The Ultimate Wars.
Oh my god.
So primarily this chapter is focused around the past and how this is how strong and powerful Tartarus is. With not only can he transcend dimensions, but he can also travel through time.
And bring people back from the dead.
Well, he has Rebatos to do that for him.
Yeah.
So he decided to go back in time to capture a younger version of Belial and Trigir to join him with the kingdom.
Yep.
Because in this chapter, they acknowledge the kingdom. We don't really know what that is yet. It's funny, though, that this show decided to go with the kingdom, and then the Beast Wars 25th anniversary toy line is also called War for Cybertron Kingdom.
Yep. It's a powerful word, kingdom.
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 It also sort of matches his design as well, sort of like a Roman emperor type of thing. So it's like, I will not let my kingdom fall.
I just hate, man, that freaking this Belial is just called Ultraman Belial, early style.
Well, that's what he's known as in, like, official informations.
Ugh. Even
the vinyl figure is called Ultraman Belial early version.
Oh, God. But yeah, so this is about my boy, my favorite Ultraman Belial, in his early days. And, well, to quote Wolverine from Days of Future Past, so you always were an asshole.
Sorta. I heard this episode got a bit of a mixed bag when it first came out.
I loved it.
Because the first part of this chapter sort of talks about Belial. You know, the very first evil Ultraman.
Yep.
That isn't just an imitation or like an alien taking on the form of an Ultraman. No, he's... You know what? Yeah, I want to say Belial is sort of the first evil Ultraman.
Yeah. Because, like, what people don't understand about him is that, like, especially this episode really shows it. Like, they never made it sound like he used to be, like, a really good justly Ultra. Like, this shows that, like, he always wanted more. He craved power. He wanted the power. He wanted the glory. He wanted the girl. He wanted, like, all that stuff that, you know, because he has a different view on what a hero is. Because all the other Ultras, they know what being a hero is. He looks at it in, like, kind of the movie way, where it's like, you know, I get to be a hero if I get to be strong, I look cool, I sound cool, I get the girl, everyone loves me. That's how he sees himself, and that's how he wants to be seen.
Yeah,
but then this episode shows that he doesn't get that. And then he finds another way to get what he wants. So
But
So
yeah.
that's why Belial is just so fucking cool, because he sees things differently than everyone else does.
Yeah, and this episode primarily focuses on Belial, Ken, Mary, and not Zoffy. I'm a bit annoyed by this. Or I would at least say it's my only nitpick with this episode. Because it's like,
Well,
because I remember, like, you and I both remember talking about how, in the casting announcements and such, that, oh, we're getting a younger Zoffy. They showcased the high definition of Zoffy's younger suit. Here's the voice actor for him. Oh, there's going to be an episode set in the past. It's like, okay, this is going to be pretty cool. Zoffy only gets, like, 2 lines in one scene.
yeah, but to be fair, in like the Belial's first debut, he has more history with Ken. He always has had more history with Ken.
In which I think Ken, Belial, and Mary are just a tad older than Zoffy is.
Yeah. Because, like, I never noticed this, but, like, I was watching the rest of this, this special, and I didn't notice that, like, when, like, you see Father of Ultra, when he's, like, older, he actually has, like, kind of, like, facial hair.
Yeah, he sort of has sideburns.
Like sideburn beard, and I was like, oh. And also his horns, in his younger self, his horns are smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got smaller horns and stuff. So, like, I liked the attention to detail that they put between, like, the younger version and the older version. So, like, it shows that even though, like, they look like just guys in, like, latex suits, like, they do age over time. So, like, who knows? Ultraman King maybe at one point was, like, young and fresh looking, and then he got older, and he's like, yeah, clean shaven Ultraman King. Who the fuck knows? Ultraman Prince probably back then.
I'm just picturing a purple Ultraman now with a guitar as a transformation device.
He's got like his fins, just like the wild hair. Prince.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this is also the first time where we have Ken and Mary meeting for the first time.
Yep, saves her life.
Saving your life. Ding.
And I like that even, like, Belial tried to save her first, but Ken got in the way, and she's like, oh, thank you. And Belial's like, yeah, I saved you too. Like, look, I'm standing here with my arms crossed. I'm so fucking cool. Huh. Yeah.
She would make a fine woman.
Yeah, no, like, he's trying so fucking hard to, like, get her to like him, but, like, Ken swoops in. He's just like, "Are you all right?" And, like, you know, and she's like, "Oh, thank you." And he's like, "Don't worry, like, we're here." And then, like, and then it's even worse because, like, everything goes Ken's way. Like, they're sparring, and then, like, Ken finds out that he gets to make the Galactic Defense Force or whatever like that.
Yeah, he ended up being one of the main founders of the Intergalactic Defense Force on the Land of Light. But not only that, he also gained the title, which is Father of Ultra.
Yeah.
So apparently that is a title.
Yep, and Belial's just like, what the fuck, man? Fucking piece of shit. Fucking kind of fucking kill him. So you can tell Belial, like, throughout this, he's like, so, like, that's what I like. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, I thought he was supposed to be good. Like, no, I actually really prefer, and I'm very happy that he's just kind of always been a dick. So it's not that, oh, an evil alien just took him over and then made him evil. It was like, no, so the Ray Blood took already what was inside him and just fucking manifested it tenfold.
Basically, the Ray Blood is what pushed him over the edge.
Yeah, it's what made him go, all right, you know what? If I can't get what I want being good, I'll get what I want being evil.
There's also just that thing with Mary where, like, when she sees Belial, you know, Belial has a thing for her. Like, not like, oh, Mary, I love you, and all. Just, hey, woman, why don't you...
baby.
Yeah. Hey, baby.
And then what's interesting is, like, throughout this episode, we see, like, Tartarus, like, trying to, like, speak into him in his head, and he kind of stops, and he's just like, He's like, what? And it's like, you could have anything you desire. You're destined for more, destined for greatness. And he's like, and like it kind of like, it simmers in his head and lingers in his mind. And he's just like, yeah, you're right. I do deserve more. And so literally he goes to like the source of all power in the land of light, tries to fucking like get it for himself, which is kind of interesting because he goes back for it later in the Zero movie, doesn't he?
No, this is what, that's what that flashback in the Zero movie was.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's him. So he was trying to like get that power, but he couldn't do it because he just wasn't powerful enough.
Yeah. I sort of like that we're talking about Belial and how he's going out the deep end as the thunderstorm is coming in.
Right? No, perfect timing to talk about this episode, honestly.
Yeah, but like I was saying about Mary, again, like Belial has a thing for her, but she like the dub sort of doesn't make it work because of the whole Japanese way of like saying names.
Yeah.
She refers to him as Belial-kun.
Yeah, Belial-kun.
Yeah, Belial-kun. Or Belia-san. But when Ken shows up, there is no kun or san. It's just Ken. In which, from what I understand, that's somewhat of like a Japanese thing of like, that's how you show your love to someone.
Yeah, like because like if you've watched enough animes and like tokusatsu shows and stuff like that, when you see like someone being like, oh, Doma-kun, like that's just kind of like they have like a kind of friendly kind of way with them. But then like if you see like a woman really love like a character, they're like Takashi or something like that, then like they love them. So I picked up on that really quickly, like in my early days of watching anime. So.
Yeah, the English dub didn't really do it well that much, which I want to briefly talk about the English dub for this episode. So Belial was voiced by Eric Kelso, who voiced Zero in the previous Ultra Galaxy fight.
Oh, that's weird.
What's weird is that Zero has 3 different English voice actors. Like, there's no consistency in these dubs. But I thought he did well, and I feel like if he had more direction, he could be a good Belial voice. But that's a question I wanted to ask you. If you could pick any actor to voice Belial in English production, who would it be?
Oh God. Maybe I'm just trying to think of maybe Jeff Kaplan.
Jeff Kaplan?
Like Diabolico?
Oh, Neil Kaplan.
No, Neil Kaplan. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Neil Kaplan I think would do such a good job.
Yeah.
Or even you know what? Got it. Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His Fire Lord Ozai voice.
Yeah.
With Belial, just tone it down.
That damn Ken.
That damn Ken.
Yeah, I can totally see Mark Hamill. But yeah, so it just I'm so used to seeing Ken with like the brother's mantle, the big ass horn. So when I saw like younger version, I was like, fuck are you? Get out of here.
He also just looks odd when you see the other residents of the Land of Light.
Yeah, like in a later, like in like episode 9, I think it was. Like I noticed that there were like a lot of ultras in the background without like color timers, and I was just like, oh.
I guess the color timer's sort of the warning light. Due to the galaxy's polluted atmosphere.
You plebs don't get to fucking know when you run out of energy. We do. We're awesome.
They're one shot. They're one hit kills.
They're one hit kills.
They're cannon fodder.
Exactly. Like you punch one Ultraman without a color time, and they're like, and they just disappear. That's what? That's my headcanon. If you don't have a color timer, you're a red shirt. You're fucking cannon fodder.
Wait, you can't go on that ship. Why not? Because you're wearing red, and red is red's the color of the captain. I watched Next Generation.
think that's why they did that.
Oh, just so like, hey, you know how red shirts always died in the original series? Yeah, we now changed red to captain colors.
I would love to make that like a fun Star Trek fan film where it's like a squad of red shirts just end up fucking surviving, like a mission.
The Red Batch.
The Red Batch.
Man, so
oh my god.
Apparently the Land of Light just has like asteroids around the planet.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
There wasn't really much for director's cut differences in this episode. It was mainly just extended fight scenes. But we did get to see Belial take on a Dada.
Pretty awesome, yeah.
Tartarus shows him, it's like, let me show you your future. You get your ass handed to you by Ultraman Zero.
Yeah, like I like that they kind of established this rivalry between like the son of Ultra 7, but like Belial doesn't really have any beef with Ultra 7. It's more Ken. So I feel like he should have had more beef with Taro. So maybe Taiga should have happened. Like maybe there's like an alternate universe where Taiga happened first before Zero, and then Zero got his own show. So he ended up being part of the Tri Squad with Titus and Fuma.
Yeah.
Can we get an Ultraman What If?
That would be a cool What If.
What if G became evil? What if Juggler became Orb instead of Guy? Oh man.
What if Ken and Belial's roles were reversed?
Oh. That'd be cool.
But like Belial finds out, yeah, you died at the hands of your own son. And what does he do?
Laughs.
He laughs about it.
Yep. Great. No, I was sitting there with such a smile on my face going like, yeah, the man knows he's gonna fucking die and he still goes, whatever. And he just goes with them anyways. He's just like, yeah, this will be interesting. And then you see like Ken be like, like.
Okay, you know what? If we could have a joke voice actor for Belial, John DiMaggio.
John DiMaggio.
Let me tell you something, Father of Ultra.
Let me tell you something, Ken. You piece of shit. Oh man.
You're gonna love
but
that.
yeah, no, I am extremely happy with, even though this was like a 12-minute thing, we got more about Belial than we could have ever. And I'm so happy that we got like an origin to his like, you know, falling down into darkness.
And it didn't take 3 whole movies like Anakin Skywalker.
Right? Give Mariah make a whole plot in 12 minutes.
Literally over the span of a few years in 12 minutes.
Cause like, man, like a few actions can literally say 1,000 words. Cause like literally like Mary like choosing Ken, like Ken saving her first and going to Ken instead of Belial, and just seeing Belial standing there, that speaks so much more than like a script would. Oh man.
Also calling it now, Tamashii Nation's Figure Arts Belial early stage or early version.
I would need to get that. I still need to get a Atrocious. Atrocious is so expensive though. It's like in the past $100.
Yeah, because it's premium Bandai. I hope they do Kaiser Belial.
That would be. I would get on that right away. Like I would pre-order that shit and pay it off in full.
Like the Battle Scar mask, the red claws.
I mean, they already showed that like with the Brothers Mantles, they can make like a really good like cloth cape. So they could do a Kaiser Belial's fucking cape.
But yeah, so now with Belial on his side, time to jump a few thousand years into the future, where it's now Trigger's episode. And
I like me and Gar cannot say this enough, but I just remember like one of the trailers came out for Absolute Conspiracy, and I'm in my room, I'm minding my own fucking business, and I hear Gar fucking squeal and like Lane. And I'm like, what? I just like I go in and he just shows me and we just see like Tragear, but before he was Tragear, and I just go, we got it, guys.
And you even had Ichi in like the other half of the house. He's like, what the fuck is going on?
Because we talked about this so much in Taiga, being like, hey, Tragear used to be an Ultraman. What did he look like? He has a history with Taro. What was that like? What did he look like before he turned to the Tragear we know? Whole episode.
Yep.
We got that in a single 12-minute fucking thing.
Which it was a slight adaptation of the Tragear novel that we got in the Taiga Complete Works, in which I'm fine with that. I'm fine with just adapting the novel.
Yeah.
And the best part of all, Michael Rise, who voiced him in New Generation Heroes, came back to voice him in this, in the English dub.
Yeah.
In which, because we both acknowledge, he was the best voice actor in New Generation Heroes.
It's because he's British.
And that's just mainly it. He's British. He's not the evil grumpy voice or the iconic hero voice. No, he actually puts a spin on the character of just... I don't know what to believe anymore.
And like the cool thing is like Tragear's like Ultraman like design, like it's pretty cool. Like it looks nice. It's a nice shade of blue, and
of course I got the vinyl figure for it.
Yeah. But like, so he's a blue ultra, so he's more about his brain and intelligence than his strength. And like we can see that because he's not a fighter. He actually sucks. He's not a good fighter.
Oh, yeah, he failed the Intergalactic Defense Force training
and
session.
I hate that Taro kind of like puts it in his face or whatever. That he's like, as the ambassador of light.
Yeah, it's like even Tragear loses it on him a bit. He's like, you probably wouldn't have gotten that if your dad wasn't the top commander.
And then like Taro's like, did you say something, Tragear? And he's like, no.
Self-righteous warrior of light.
Also, I think I may have mentioned this in like the first part or like in the last special we talked about, but I love the attention to detail when you see any of the characters moving around. You just hear that.
Oh yeah,
you actually hear the thumps when they're walking around and stuff. Because like, again, they're huge. These are huge ass fucking beings. When you don't have humans to like city or buildings to like scale them with, you forget sometimes that they're like 40-meter tall fucking dudes.
Yes.
Like Jesus Christ. So that's why I'm glad like they keep the detail, and it's like no, when they're walking around like they're thumping.
Oh, I just thought about that.
Mm.
So in the novel, while Tragear is like an assistant to Ultraman Hikari, which in this episode Hikari got his awesome title card. In the novel, Tragear looks into the history of ultras that fell into darkness, like Belial did. But since Belial was taken from history, there is no archive of Belial destroying the city.
Nope.
Because but then again, they did acknowledge that these are like isotopes. Like they're not the same, but they are the same.
Yeah. Also, like because like where we see Taro with Tragear, and then like when Taro shows up in the episode, he like just came back from like being on Earth, so like his show just finished when he comes back.
Which I like the acknowledgement of them giving him a different voice actor.
Yeah.
Because they gave him a younger voice, but then after the Hikari stuff, they go back to who is voicing him now.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that attention. But also, Tragear's working really closely with Hikari because like Hikari's like his mentor.
Yeah.
And we actually get into some shit with him because like Gar was explaining to me that in Medius we get this other evil character.
Hunter Knight Tsurugi.
Yeah, Hunter Knight Tsurugi, and like Gar told me that eventually you find out that that's Ultraman Hikari. And what we don't know is, how did he become that?
Sort of found out through, I want to say it was DVD specials called the Hikari Saga. But they sort of wanted to do more with it. So in this episode featuring Triggear, they featured more of the Hikari origin stuff.
Yeah. And like it basically showed that he failed to protect a planet. And he felt so fucking awful about it. He's like, I cannot fail again. I cannot save anything how I am right now. Like what state I'm in. I need more power. And I gotta say, 100 Knight Tsurugi, woo, it's a nice design.
I personally like that with when Triggear fought him, it made him question. It's like, Hikari was the nicest guy of all. And he just fell straight into the darkness.
And then, like, and he sees Taro for, like, how good he is, but, like, he thinks Taro's, like, too good. It's like all you ever think about is, like, freaking helping others and stuff like that, and, oh, good this, good that.
I don't want your help, and I don't want you. Like, he's afraid that he's going to fall into darkness, but he doesn't want to rely on people that are stronger than him because they're more of the light.
Yeah.
Triggear is the ultimate gray character.
Also, we realized, we found out the origin of the Taiga Spark. Because, like, Triggear developed it with Hikari, and Taro names it. He's like, because, like, I always like, because they showed it in the opening and stuff, too, but I like that. I just like this one shot of just Taro just going, like, like, he turns his head slightly and just, like, making, like, a thinking, but, like, Taiga!
Because it means this thing.
And so I'm like, so Taro named his son after a henshin device.
Well, to be fair, in the novel, Taro acknowledges if he were to have a son, he would also name him Taiga.
Yeah.
So, like, he just likes the word Taiga.
He does. I mean, Taiga's a cool name, so.
Oh, is he related to Tiga? Nope.
And so, of course, as Belial did, Triggear also hears Tartarus talking in his head, saying, like, he's like, you're destined for more. Like, you know, I can help you change your fate, your destiny. And even Triggear's just like, no, get the fuck out of my head. Like, I don't want to hear this, because like Triggear is just so fallen. Like, he doesn't know what he wants. Does he want to be good? Does he want to be evil? Kind of doesn't want to be neither.
Just let me show you your future. And keep in mind, this episode came out before we even saw the Taiga movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, so this is the closest we're getting to an origin for Taiga. Or for Triggear.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out his Triggear eye is how he transforms into that form. Yeah,
it's not like his Ultraman form with some extra armor on. It's an entirely different form. And I love that. I love that so much. And so yeah, Taro like tries to like get back to him, but Triggear's just like, he's like, no, fuck you, fuck the land of light, fuck darkness, fuck all that shit. I'm gonna follow my own path, and I'll find it.
And then, because like Tartarus summons Night Fang from Taiga to fight Taro. And just as Triggear's just walking through the portal, it's like, Triggear, where are you going? He says his iconic catchphrase, just, there is no light, no darkness. Just, oh.
Oh, so cool. Triggear!
So yeah, the Triggear episode was really good.
I just can't believe that we got all what we needed to know about Triggear in 12 minutes. That's impressive, Subaraya. Like, well done. Well done.
But you know who we haven't really seen in this 10-part miniseries?
Who?
The actual Ultra Brothers.
Yeah, so episode 6 is basically, hey, do you guys
No, the Ultra Brothers? Yeah. You haven't seen them fight in a while, right? No.
Well,
So,
here you go.
in response to us watching the last special and being like, why are you guys just standing around not doing anything? Koichi Sakamoto was like, alright, hold my beer. Here's an entire fucking episode of the Ultra Brothers just fucking whooping shit.
And I love that, like, the first trailer we ever got for this special was the shot of the Ultra Brothers taking off their mantles. Just like, they're gonna do something.
It was pretty awesome. Like, they have a lot of cool visuals, and like you saw, like, Jack and Ultraman were working together because, you know, they're basically the same fucking thing.
Yeah. So they were fighting the Gua brothers, Judah and Mold, from Andromelos, in which this takes place in present day, because Taro acknowledges, it's like, wait, didn't you two die from, you know, the new gen heroes? Who?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Hey, look, it's the guy that replaced Andromelos. Why don't you call him the Andro Force? What?
What's that?
No, it's just like he knows what it is because he already lived it. But that's when they realize, it's like, wait, are these guys from the past?
Yeah.
Oops.
And so like they do this really cool move where they like transfer all their power and energy to Taro, because, like, you know, Taro's the fucking, oh, what's that? The poster child for Ultraman.
The poster child.
And so, like, he uses this cool attack where you get to see, like, all of them use their, like, signature techniques at the same time, and then, like, they defeat them, and then fucking Belial and Tregear come out of nowhere. They're like, Belial? Tregear? And, like, I like that, like, Tregear is like, oh, Taro, look how old the investor of light has become. And then Belial's just like, oh, he's Duffy. He's star medals. You're so ranked up. Fuck you.
Who are you again? Fucking really?
I'm Sophie, man.
I'm sorry.
And so, like,
Brother
they realize they realize, like, he's from the past or whatever. Like, they're from the past, and it's like, oh, these aren't the Belial and Tregear we know.
And of course, who has to come in to save the day but freaking Ultraman Zero?
Yeah.
Coming with his flying Zero kick.
And then Zero sees Belial, and he's just like, Belial? Huh, so that's what you look like before you sold your soul to Ray Blood. And he's like, well, I'll have fun kicking your ass again.
Who are you? I'm your rival. I'm the guy that saves the day.
Ken's my rival. Who? Ken? You mean Father of Ultra? Father of what?
Well, no, he would know what that is because he got that title already.
Yeah.
Just, if anything, I should have beef with his kid. Me? Yes, you. Oh.
I was like, yeah, me?
Just, okay, you know what? I know we were talking about Belial, English voice actors earlier. I want Takahata 101 doing his doing his Cell Form 1 voice.
Oh, that'd be great.
Crap.
Shit. So yeah, then, like, because, like, Tartarus bestowed power onto Belial and Tregear, they kicked the Ultra Brothers' asses, like, pretty easily, honestly.
They're old. What do you expect from them?
They're maybe old, but they're still fucking experienced as shit.
Well, also keep in mind, they just took down the Gua brothers.
Yeah, so they're already exhausted.
Well, that's enough exercise for the next 100 years.
So then Tartarus shows up, and he's just like, alright, boys, we gotta go back to the kingdom, let's go. And, like, Belial just kind of gives, like, a quick remark being like, thanks for this power you've given me. And Tartarus is like, yeah, you're welcome. And then they turn around, and Zero's just like, fuck!
Just, oh, by the way, Zoffy. Yeah? Yeah, just flips him the bird as he goes through the portal.
Flips him the bird, a beam comes out of his middle finger.
Shoots him right in the face. Ah!
That'd be super funny. That'd be like in like a parody, like an Akiba Ranger parody of Ultraman. You can't see it, but we're both giving each other the finger. That'd be so funny. Make it a Kiba Ranger style Ultraman parody.
We do. It's called Ultraman Zerf.
Oh, well. Make it more PG. But yeah, there wasn't much to this episode. Then it ends with Father of Ultra and Zoffy just being like, all right, we got to figure out something. And Zero, you could go to Dimensions, go gather up some people, make a team. And he's like, yup, I got this.
So the Avenger Initiative, yeah, but make sure they're giants. We don't want any small heroes with this. I saw a universe where everyone turned into bug-type superheroes. I don't want them.
What about the Ichigo guy? No.
No, not even him.
But yeah, so that's chapter 2.
Yeah, that sort of ends chapter 2. So it started off strong with the Belial and the Tregear episode, but I feel like episode 6 was sort of the episode.
Yeah.
Because it's just you know what it is? It felt like filler.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of set up for what the final chapter is going to be.
True.
But it was a very fan servicey episode. It was just oh, here's the Ultra Brothers. Here they are fighting, kicking some ass. There you go. Shut up. Don't expect them to do anything in the next special.
In fact, they're not even in the next chapter. Aside from Zoffy and I believe Taro, the other 4 are nowhere to be seen.
Leo's not there, Astra.
Leo's not even in this special.
Nope. He's still training.
Still training with King.
Hey, Leo, are you still training? Yes!
He just works. He just dies of freaking... he just dies from exhaustion. Doo-doo.
No, he keeps training too much, dies of exhaustion, then King keeps reviving him, and he's just stuck in a constant loop.
And this is to go even further beyond.
Beyond!
But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good chapter.
Yep.
I feel like it wasn't as consistent as chapter 1, but it had 2 great episodes.
Yeah.
3 if you you know what? As we mentioned, there's there's one fan for each Ultraman out there somewhere. So someone who really loves Zoffy, like me, I liked the episode because I got to see Zoffy kick ass.